And welcome back. We're picking where we left off last time in Terra Invicta, where we managed to lose track of the servants, so we're gonna have to try to track down a servant counselor. And then we've got enough control points now. We might want to try grabbing the last China point. We'll see how that goes. Again, we are slowly getting hammered with global climate change. We haven't really been taking steps to mitigate that, I suppose. Launching Henry Hudson Station. I believe that is the Mars base. So we'll see if our fleet can handle that. Well, I don't think that's a fight I'm going to win manually. So we'll accept if they come. I'm going to click on a resolve, and we're going to see if we even destroy anything. Nope, we just damage a couple things. Wait. What? I must have read that.
Initiating contact.
You ooze
Apparently we
selfishness from
survived.
every pore,
Okay.
but so long as you don't stand in our way, we good.
Apparently our ship survived. Okay. All 8 of them. Thought we'd lost the fight, not won the fight. I was so expecting to be losing the fight that I just like, yep, nope, everything got destroyed, not realizing it was apparently the enemy that got destroyed. We did have some stuff damage, which is fine. Oh, if we can, we'll try to buy that off of you. 200,000 work. Oh, you want to lock that, okay. I'm gonna trade a project to balance the budget a bit. And the radiators. Tanks. I just want to also give him more money.
Lend in my expertise.
Battlefield Ferrocite decontamination, so more bonuses against the alien armies. Sure.
I will help them.
They won't know what hit them.
This is the protectorate I'm being mean against, so we'll delay their exotic materials a bit. Yeah.
Surveillance complete.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Wait, so how does our ship construction go? 15 days we'll have the command craft built for the fleet. Meteor strike, only hope it's not too bad. Or try to knock it, of course, with weapons fire. Which we can do because it has a defensive module on the station. Divert 50%, fail, split. There we go.
Gear up.
ready for my mission. I will try to sway the public.
Standing by.
If I didn't have a non-aggression pact with Exodus, I would attempt to take that control point away from them in China. Same sort of thing for the Resistance. I got a non-aggression pact with them. Interesting that servants have abandoned Brazil. Who's in control of resistance control of Mexico? And I will send you
I'm on
around to
your
go
side.
see if we can find a servant. Granted, I think the servants will probably have
Tracking
cracked down
target.
on so many places
Standing
themselves because
by.
they've been losing counselors left and right.
Surveilling target.
Where do you need me? Initiating surveillance. I will help them. Offering counsel.
Surveillance complete.
Nope, that's a human. First person, not the type we're looking for.
Person of interest surveilled.
Vanity first person, not the type we're looking for. Let's send someone over to go say hi to them.
Of the needle.
Dnieper. Arrive in just under a day. Go ahead and make that transfer.
By the numbers.
Resupply. It's about 3 hours, which is real quick. Join the fleet. And yeah, the whole fleet, because that has got a command bridge on it, takes up 9 control. Technically, it would take up 3 by itself, and then each of these takes up 1, but it drops the entire fleet by 20%. If my understanding of that mechanic is correct. So it's being dropped from 11 to 9.
Your orders? We're going in.
At your service.
Go off to the unknown
Eyes on
counselor,
the
so we
target.
know
At your service.
why they're unknown. We are back looking for servants, so if we can find a servant, that would be good.
We'll see what they're up to.
Earth Defense Fleet has 24 more days before the flying bricks are produced, and then we'll build them a capital ship, and then probably start building a second fleet after that.
Offering support.
Offering assistance.
I have new information.
Resistance. We're not too worried about the resistance. There's our alien army analysis. Follow that up with... I don't think you necessarily need the bonus against alien armies right away, the second one, so we'll grab the regional sweep. Protect our points better from the aliens. Not that we're having problems with the aliens.
Person of interest surveilled.
There we go. Repeat surveillance on them.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Your orders? Surveilling target.
I'm here.
Ready for orders. We'll recon the site.
Ready. Taking it to them.
Okay.
Lend in my expertise. I will help them. Surveillance complete.
Investigate counselor mission success. Interesting. We don't know their loyalty yet, which means we shouldn't be able to
Public opinion
swap them
remains
to our
unmoved.
side. It's implied to be low, so we're likely to be able to do it. There we go. Earth fleet is... Got a fleet assembled for Earth. So they're Gertrude. They are Gertrude. Okay. So we're gonna want a Dnieper class, build a Gertrude, and then we'll build some flying bricks for the Amelia Earhart station. We'll build a second Dnieper. Well, I'll make both fleets. I'm gonna have 2 fleets around Earth, roughly the same size.
Target destroyed.
Here's what we've found.
Ready for orders. Gear up.
Acknowledged.
Oh. Hello, Alpha 29. You're not in America, so you're not on our Elite Shank list.
Standing by.
Ready for orders.
Your orders?
No, we can use him to sabotage the project.
I'm
We'll do that.
going in.
Offering support.
We've got some intel on our target.
Okay, now we know his loyalty, now we can attempt to change his side.
Couldn't get to their data.
Oh, interesting. We'll have to send someone to let him
The
out.
people will come to our side.
The LZ is secure. Standing by.
Please go extract our counselor.
We'll get them out.
Acknowledged. I'll make an offer they can't refuse.
And deliver the unrefusable offer, apparently. Yeah, we'll get the Earth fleet up and then we'll start poking.
I will help them. Offering counsel.
Person of interest surveilled.
We now have a spy in their ranks.
Okay.
Don't let them find out.
That told us where the alien facilities are,
Package is safe and sound.
and we freed our counselor. Nope. Yeah, they come for India 104. I don't think we're gonna win this fight. We're gonna hit accept, we're gonna hit auto-resolve. And apparently the auto-resolve does a lot better job than I do at handling mass nuclear missiles. Because our fleet survived. Yeah. Yeah, needless to say. Repair, resupply. In case they come again. So my understanding is in situations when the alien do that to you, where they just come for you, those don't generate hate. Right, I hit accept and the battle happened anyway. That situation would not be a hate-causing event. But that's like the one minutia where it
We'll
doesn't
recon
generate
the
hate.
site.
Standing by.
Otherwise, it's sort of what is the exchange in actual ship losses that drives hate in space battles. And that would probably be an example of a
We
situation
must
where
pursue the
we wouldn't have
people.
necessarily
Acknowledged.
taken particularly high losses, so that would have otherwise generated quite a bit of hate.
Time to make our move.
Reporting in.
Okay, so we're gonna integrate
Time to make our
and
move.
federate with the United States here.
Offering assistance.
Offering assistance.
How goes the global tax? Initial confinement fusion, we have control of. Phased array lasers, we have control of. They're not going particularly fast, and they're both pretty expensive.
Public
techs.
opinion is moving in our direction.
Policy direction complete.
I was expecting that we'd be able to unify. Too early? Maybe. Okay, well, we'll federate with the Micronesia states.
Mission complete.
And yeah, Denmark obviously isn't going to accept. Interesting. Got control executives, that shouldn't be the issue. Maybe one of those where we're allowed to federate because it's you have cores on them. Not the other way around. Oh, we know we have cores on, so we should be able to really swing it in Micronesia when the time comes. Not that that's really bringing much into the fold, I suppose. But
We found something.
okay, there's our damage control teams. Repair faster. Let's do damage control drones for similar thought process.
Where to?
To do with you. Might just put him. Actually, no. We should have this guy still continue to clear. We're just gonna hold off on killing the two alien structures for a bit.
Heading to the LZ.
Ready.
Okay, America's stable. Well, I suppose that maybe that's not surprising because we got polarized and 60k each per capita. So
We'll make
India a
things
bit.
safe.
What's the op? Breaching lab security.
I will help them.
We've hacked their research data.
I'm surprised that the servants are researching this. So we might as well delay them. Yep, there goes our counselor we were using to spy on the Protectorate. Time to go acquire a alternative.
The people will come to our side.
So this is the first 4 of the 12 flying bricks for the 2nd Earth Defense Fleet.
Order is returning.
Target secured. Going in hot.
We got Smart Space Craft Defenses coming up in the 13th of April.
Offering support.
Offering support.
They won't know what hit them.
And we're gonna delay their laser tech a bit. You can only delay a particular tech once.
We've moved the
Though it
needle.
is a pretty harsh, like, minus 50,000, or minus 50, not 55,000, science point balance. It's only
Things
once
are
off
pulling
per
off.
tech. Well, I suppose technically it's an engineering project, but once off per engineering project, you can delay it.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Oh, interesting. We're getting close to having all the mission control in India constructed. 56, oh, possible 60 right now.
We're going in.
What's the up? Eyes on the target.
About halfway through space commerce, which is good to see if we're trying to get to space tier 3 habs. Tier 3 habs and the tier 3 point defense might actually be enough to get them less likely to blow stuff up. Oh, there goes one of my mining bases. Oh, as they go for the undefended mining bases, yeah. Yeah, they're likely to escape pursuit, but we'll try.
I will help them. Offering counsel.
And we lose. Alright, so I just lost the entire Martian fleet trying to stop one of my Mars mines from
I have new
destroyed.
information.
We've hacked their research data.
Oh, now they're gonna go blow up the stations that the fleet came from.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Okay, well, I saved the station at the cost of the entire Martian fleet and my Martian orbital site. Okay.
The LZ is secure.
We have completed smart spacecraft defenses, so we take 5% less damage from enemy weapon or enemy energy weapons. In particular, particular enemy energy weapons. You know, wet navy modernization would not be the worst idea right now. Because we are doing some navy production. No idea if it'll be done in time to... Well, it will probably be for India and China. Might not be for America. We might be done in America before that gets implemented. I think it's going to be forever for China to get all its mission control.
Headed there now.
Ready for orders. Restoring order.
Well, on the defense, we've
Lend in my
apparently caught
expertise.
the
I will help.
alien fleets
They
a little
won't
bit
know
off
what
guard,
hit
but
them.
our attempted counterattack to protect one of our sites, well, protected the site, wasn't successful. Oh, we're dealing blows to the resistance? Whoops. They don't need those techs, right? Yeah, attempted resistance over our base. What I was trying to do is make sure we didn't have... I don't think I got damaged in the end. Yeah, so what they were bombarding didn't get damaged. Oh, and this is our last station over Mars. So we should probably finish... Well, should build it up a bit more. Because right now it's one shipyard. It would probably do better to be multiple shipyards, after all. build the Martian defense force back up quicker.
Public sentiment is increasingly
We've
with
lost
us.
all our turned agents. Apparently I never got around to replacing the missing
Our
protector one.
efforts didn't have any effect.
Space defense online. So the first of Japan's 5 space defenses are up. They'll protect it against orbital bombardment. And of course, of all the places they put it, I think they put it in Tokyo? Tokyo, yeah.
Here's what we found. Acknowledged. Investigating alien site.
Reporting in.
So I want you to track down ideally a counselor from the Protectorate.
Tracking target.
Where do you need me?
And try to help out with that.
Eyes on target.
Before we lose track of all the counselors associated with
Wheeling them in.
the servants, go ahead and try to turn one of them. Show off your aggressive and very productive persuasion skills. I suppose in this case, this guy wants science. I suppose the other opportunity would... I suppose I could save up for... In fact, I will probably save up for upgrading his military science. So he's a senior military science, we'll upgrade him to a chief military science next time. I remember not to immediately spend all those points. He needs to get 56 points for that, so that's not going to be anytime soon.
I will help them. Offering assistance.
Surveillance complete.
Command you first, that's not the type we're looking for.
We've got some intel on our target.
Project Exodus, that's not the type we're
My
looking for.
words meant nothing to them.
Try again. Okay, we got 8 ships of that fleet prepared. 4 more should be in construction. And the capital ships, actually the two Dnieper command cruisers will be ready to go out in 18 days. I'll run this episode a little bit long so I can remember to get those assigned to the correct fleets. Well, right now, developing magnetic or laser weapon damage bonuses are for our fleet that is entirely loaded with missiles. Maybe not the quickest way to effective destruction in the enemy forces. This would make sense because we are doing some build navy. And we may want to do some build military priority as well at some point. Because I think the military cap has gone up quite a bit since the beginning of the game, right? So the maximum miltech allowed for the station is currently 9. Current miltech is 4.8. Yeah. So we could have the American Army as good as the as what the Xenos were when they landed recently, which were 9s. If we invested enough, we're not going to invest that much. That would be crazy, but that is a possibility.
Complete. Reporting in. Heading to the LZ.
Ready for my mission. Initiating surveillance.
Ready to go. Initiating surveillance.
Offering assistance.
Offering support.
Person of interest surveilled.
We found a member of the Protectorate. There, that's the guy we're looking for.
I have new information.
We've gained an agent.
Ready for your orders.
He is loyal, but we're persuasive. Money talks.
Target destroyed.
Okay, one of you is going to join India 104 as the command ship. We want India 104. That one's going to launch to India 130. And then join India 130. Which does save us 2 command points per ship. Command ships basically provide the same level of DACA, and because they're command ships are saving us basically the rest of their cost in mission control. So not a bad thing. And provide the utility to the fleet to do things like take undefended hams and stuff, instead of having to blow them up. Which, presumably, they do pretty well with their nuclear missiles, but... Malaysia, of all places, has decided it needs the bomb. Okay, so I think this is probably a good place to put the part break in. We do have a bunch of ships under construction. So in just over a month, we will have the sort of second Earth defense fleet done. In which point I'll have to decide how I want to go about poking the aliens, I suppose. It's just, we're approaching the point where we need to try to actually attack the bear and not just deal retaliatory defense. Because it would be a good idea to try to interdict a bit more, keep these from being a thing. Also, as far as the stations are concerned, we probably do want... They're all in extreme Earth orbit. We'd like to probably go up there and get rid of stuff in extreme Earth orbit, as far as the stations are concerned. And science is doing pretty good. We're getting 152.5 daily. We are, at this point now, trying to contribute to all the techs. Looks like we're only going to reliably control 2 of them at that rate, but that's fine. I don't need perfect control. And honestly, I'm not exactly sure what I would do with perfect control. Right, so we're trying to get up to tier 3 habs. Wouldn't be the end of the world if we could get... Don't know if it's genies? No, genies are life extension. Is it... No, because we got that done. Mind and medicine. Cyborging. Okay, so Mind and Machine here would provide us the next tier, and I think the final tier of our cyborging for our agents. Tier 3 cyborg implants. I think we also worked out we probably want to do deuterium tritium fusion, which is going to require neutronics. And yeah, so we worked out what we need. Really don't care about independence or fall of empire yet. We may want to go into there because I think it's this one. A couple of these provide a couple of ones that provide more control points. Not seeing an offhand. But these aren't all just make all the nations smaller. There's some minor stuff in there that's also useful. Not worth rushing to, obviously, which is why we haven't rushed to it. And then we can do things like mission to Venus. At some point, we're going to want to go to Mercury. And obviously, my space, or our space future for the colony halves. So basically, colony halves fusion, tier 3, cyborging. Yeah, so we've got things to research that we might be able to direct a little bit more efficiently if we don't let the AI control it. Yeah, and obviously moving into fusion, fleet logistics when we've had. There's a bunch of useful techs in here. Yeah, we got to figure out how to reliably get our fleets to kill the aliens, so we can at least start tritting their forces. We can basically get control of Earth orbit reliably. Then we should slowly be able to take over the galaxy. Oh. Well, supposedly the galaxy, but the system at least. Solar system. So with that, I hope you've all been enjoying. This is where I'm going to go ahead and end the recording and the stream for the night. So if you're watching on YouTube, there's a decent possibility I will have recorded another one and uploaded it for you by tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm thinking of swapping over to a 5-game cycle, 4 game, so I believe the next stream will be in 5 days rather than 4 days. But yeah, I hope if you've been watching along and following along that you've been enjoying, regardless of whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. So until next time, wish you all the best of luck and a good time, and catch you in the next one. Bye for now.